I'll share another awkward moment. Freddie used to like to dress in all sorts of.
I don't think. I think this is a lie now. Actually, no, this is true. This is true.
All sorts of get-ups and stuff. And
I wore a book bag around pretending I was a Ninja Turtle for a while.
Just a book bag?
And I walked around like a stick because I don't know. I didn't have many options for toys.
Well, I think every kid goes through that. I think they go through stages, so they'll be Spider-Man for like 3 months.
Oh, I had Spider-Man pajamas,
right?
And I was wearing it to school. And everything.
Well, Giovanni in Tampa, I don't know if I should say this. He'll probably take us off the air. He used to wear Square Bob Sponge Pop or whatever.
No,
Square Bob.
We're not going to go there. But he did have Spider-Man pajamas, and it had the webbing. And he would pretend he was like...
He was flying
around.
And they bought me a pair of slippers that was Square Bob. You know, the sponge
Square Bob.
SpongeBob
Square
Bob. Those guys. And they were big bricks.
Yeah, he wore these every day.
I used to wear them everywhere. To the store, to the... I didn't care.
This is definitely awkward moments right now.
Well, I'm glad I was young, because at my age now, it would have been a little bit... I would have said, no, you're going on your own.
I do it now. If I had a pair of those slippers, I go to slippers when I go with Linda to the store.
Linda, you allow this?
And she says, can you please change your shoes? And I go, no, I'm not changing my shoes. You don't pay my rent. I'm going to go in my shoes.
Listen, if you're confident enough to walk outside in SpongeBob
slippers
confident. To
Very
Publix,
confident.
all the power to you.
Very confident. But that makes you less confident to walk out and change your shoes? Why?
Makes you less confident? Why? It doesn't make you less confident. It makes you more aware of your appearance and what other people are looking at.
But you know what? I don't care. I don't care. I really don't. I wear them. I love them.
That's a perfect point. At what point should you care?
Never.
Well, so then why aren't you in your pajamas right now?
I would. If they would let me, I would do it. I have no problem.
Rules.
There are rules.
Oh, that's
See, he's trying to break rules, and we're not letting him.
So because there's no rules for wearing SpongeBob slippers in Publix, that's okay.
I'm going to tell you, I'll produce a show called The Pajama Show, where everybody has to come in pajamas. I got no problem with that. As long as ain't nothing hanging out,
listen,
we're in good shape.
Last time I checked, when we talked, you had mentioned that it's very important for women that come on the show to be made up and to look good and do everything.
Different show.
I think we're having a double standard here
different
going
show.
on here.
No, different.
Yeah, what is this?
Different
He tells me I gotta get dressed.
SpongeBob slippers to go to Publix.
If the show was about wearing pajamas, then it's acceptable. Me going to the supermarket
is
not a show. It's about me going in whatever I want to go in.
People are still going to see you.
But people want... Yeah, but so what? Listen, if I was a superstar,
we should have a contest.
Say, aren't you on the TV?
Please call in and see if you want to see Freddy Fixit in his SpongeBob SquarePants.
Going shopping at Publix.
Pajamas.
I got no problem with that. No, not the pajamas, the slippers.
I wanted to change it a little bit. Maybe somebody will call in.
See, you always got to go to another level. Okay, what else we got?
Another awkward moment.
What's another awkward moment?
How about we do... If you're sitting if you go to a bar, the bar's packed, and you see that there's only 2 seats open, and there's like 2 beers maybe with napkins on them, do you walk up? How long do you wait till you sit down, or order a drink and actually sit down? How long do you wait? Like, do you just sit down because nobody's there and order it, and then wait for the people to come back?
Well, I sit.
I sit down too.
Okay,
I have to sit.
Now, if the people come back in like 10 minutes, you give them the chair back?
No. They'll say, that's my chair, that's my drink. I said, I would. What am I going to do?
What about if it's like 20 minutes if they don't come back?
No, then it's ridiculousness.
Then he drinks their beer. So.
No, that's how the bar got get rid of the beers. They left, and he 86.
Usually they're warm by then anyway, so nobody's going to drink it.
What about if someone puts like a baseball hat? I was at a restaurant once, and someone put a baseball hat on the table outside. There's only one table left, and I guess they went.
I took the hat and sat down.
And they left just a baseball hat. Like, does that hold a seat? Like,
that holds a seat.
What is the actual guideline for holding a seat?
That holds a seat.
It doesn't, because I'll tell you why. Because you don't know if they got up and left their hat, or they got up and left to go get drinks. People leave their stuff all the time. That's not my problem that you left your hat here. No, leave somebody there to take the seat.
Let me straighten out this awkward moment. If the guy comes and he's like 280 pounds of sheer rock,
if I think I can take him, I'm going to tell him.
You think I'm going to tell him?
You're like,
you know what?
Table back
I'll sell him another table. I says, you want this table? And I punch somebody in the head and give him another table. I mean, whatever you want. Yeah, right. You're gonna be Mr. Macho when Mr.
Well,
Gorilla
it
comes
depends.
in.
It depends on the person. You're right. Absolutely.
You'll be
right.
wearing the pens when he's through with you. I'll tell you that right now. But that's an awkward moment. I try to avoid people's furniture and stuff in the chair if they have whatever they left
have
behind.
something there.
Linda does that all the time. She leaves her purse and her jacket
Well,
to
that's
hold
what-
4 chairs.
Well,
And it's only me and her because she doesn't want anybody sitting next to us. And you want to talk about awkward moment?
I know. Well, you know what I do when I go to the movies with my son? So I'll bring like a shawl because when I go, I want to reserve the seats, and I spread out my shawl and I make sure it's white or something noticeable in a movie
16
theater.
seats? How many seats
I
you
go,
take?
no, just 2 seats.
Takes
and then
the whole
I go-
row.
She takes 4 seats.
Okay, well, I take
sorry.
only 2. And then I go get the popcorn and I come back. Do you know how many times people actually sit on my shawl?
Of course.
And it's
Okay,
white
so
and it's covered on the seat.
I have a
and-
question. What is
Ridiculous.
another social awkward situation? Along with the movies, you're sitting there. There's a group of maybe 4 of you, right? And you leave one person behind. How many seats are you allowed to save?
Right.
Like how many people
How
are you
many
gonna fight
people are
off?
there?
There's 4 people, but there's.
Then you say 4 seats.
I'm saying, but how
What if you
is
have a
it?
group of
is-
8?
Is a
Then
group
you
of
say
8?
8.
How you know how socially
Yeah,
awkward that is
leave
to say?
2 people behind and you say, or 3 people behind. You don't take everybody to go buy popcorn. This
I'm
is
not saying they
ridiculous.
too, but there is situations
they're all
where
kids.
when you have 5 people and you get left behind and you have to save 4 seats. You know how hard it is to save 4 seats?
I think it should be unlimited. I think if there's one person there, they should be able to save as many seats. I just hate it when people save seats and the other people don't show up, and then the movie started and there's like 4 seats.
Well, then you
open.
get those people like, you can't save that many seats. I want to sit there.
Well, I'm going to tell you what we used to do when we were younger, your age and stuff. We used to tell people, we used to become obnoxious. And, we start picking our nose and scratching ourselves, and people didn't want to sit next to us anyway.
People
I
still
don't
don't want to
think you
sit
were
next
doing
to you.
that. I don't think you were doing
That was
that
on purpose. That
I
was-
think that-
Well, I've grown up with that.
He still does that.
No,
were you wearing the SpongeBob
I
slippers?
work to a movie theater.
Yeah.
I have no problem. Would you be embarrassed sitting next to me if I had those slippers?
Absolutely 100%. I wouldn't let
You
you
would
walk
be
out with those.
embarrassed?
Sure.
Wow. Would you guys be embarrassed? No. Nobody would be embarrassed.
I think that's the difference between men and women. Would you be embarrassed if Linda did?
Absolutely not. I would buy them and put them on her feet myself.
You're doing it next week.
All right, we're gonna. Let's take
I think
a
that's a
break.
challenge.
Let's take a 1-minute break, and then we'll come back and we'll interview Vincent Ward. Vincent, you're there?
Yeah, I'm here. What's going on, guys?
Hey, Vincent, how are you? I understand that you are walking among us living now.
Unfortunately, yeah.
He doesn't sound like it. Vincent, are you alive? Are you with us?
We kept him on hold. You called a little early, Vince.
Well, it was supposed to be 4:45. My time is 7:45. Your time.
I know, but we had to take a commercial break in there. And by the way, this is being brought to you by Global Business, which is going to have a big fair. And Vince is going to be there at South County Civic Center in Delray Beach on August 10th. That's 16700 Jog Road in Delray Beach. And sorry to keep you on hold such a long time, Vincent. We were talking about awkward moments. How many movie theater seats do you
I
hold?
heard you about the beers and sitting the hat down and all that other stuff.
I know. How many seats you're a big guy. How many seats do you hold? If it was only you,
Man,
and another
I'm
person.
only one.
That's it. You don't mind if people sit next to you?
No, I don't mind. I'm not funny style like that.
There you
I
go.
always tell people, you know what? I work in Hollywood, but I'm not Hollywood.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Good to hear. Why don't you tell us a little bit about what you're going to be doing at the fair at South County Civic on August 10th?
Man, I just plan to come have some fun, network with some people, share my story, answer some questions, and keep it moving.
I hear you. And I understand also that currently, are you doing anything in the movie industry?
Well, I was just on a show called Wilford. I got an episode of
I watch
Psych
Wilford, yeah.
coming up. I'm on a play that's made for TV. It's going to be shown on BET called Foreplay. Auditioning, doing some plays, just trying to stay busy, trying to stay in some shape. I'm a granddaddy of 4, so I'm trying to make sure I don't look like a granddaddy of 4.
Really, Granddaddy? You look like you're 22.
Yeah.
Yeah,
amazing.
man. Yeah.
That's good stuff. And your website is vincentmward.com, correct?
Yes, sir. Vincent M. Ward. Don't forget the M.
I hear you. Tell us a little bit about the experience you had when you were doing the show. That was about a year ago, right? And they killed you off?
It was this past season. Season 3, I was playing the character of Oscar on The Walking Dead. You know, like I've said before, I didn't even know what The Walking Dead was. I just looked at it like it was another job. It was filmed in Atlanta. I went in, did my thing, and, you know, didn't realize the fan base that the show had, and now the fan base that I have. You know, when we started off in October last year, I had 900 Twitter fans or followers, and now I got almost 8,000 something. So I didn't know what I was really a part of until now, to be honest with you.
I hear you. I also hear that you're a mean dancer. You're part of the Twin Towers.
That's in my younger days, man. I used to dance in a rap group called the Slam Syndicate. We used to open up shows for like MC Hammer and Heavy D and the Boys. May he rest in peace. Big Daddy Kane. I'm 6'4", and my dance partner was 6'5", and you know, being from Ohio, we would win every dance contest in the Midwest.
That's a tall group of people doing that. That sounds like a lot of fun, though. Like you had a lot of fun with that.
Yeah, that was my thing. Basketball and dancing was what I was known for when I was back in Ohio. And sometimes I would combine the two during my basketball games and drive my coach crazy.
I hear you. I also heard you have no training as an actor. Is that true?
None whatsoever, man. I always say that, you know, the industry picked me. I didn't pick it. Ended up walking into going to see my first play, and I sat there in that little theater in Columbus, Ohio called Living the Dream Theater, and I told myself I can do that. And the following week, they had auditions for that play company, and I went and auditioned. I got a part.
I heard that you are a very funny man, too.
Yeah, I'm funny. I like to have fun, but it's crazy because on the parts that I usually play, I'm always the bad guy, especially in theater, in the plays. And I think it's because of my height and my build and my voice. You know, I can sound pretty intimidating, but besides, you know, being on the stage, man, I just like to have fun, man. To me, life is all about enjoying the day because you never know if you're going to be here tomorrow.
I hear you. Well, we're going to be going on cable TV starting next month, this crew. We're taking the show on the road. And you're going to be in town. You're going to be in town for August 10th, right?
Yeah, I'll be there, man.
So anyway,
congratulations.
I appreciate that. Maybe you come down. We'll do a little skit together. We'll do a little show, half-hour show. We'll do something with the famous Vincent Ward.
Yeah, and you can be the good guy.
Man, I get in on the 9th. Let's make it happen.
All right, and you'll be the good guy this time. I'll be the bad guy.
All right, let's get it.
There you go. All right, Vincent M. Ward, Walking Dead, season of last year. I got a lot of stuff on that on Facebook. They're asking me, but he's dead. You know, people think you ain't alive. I mean, what is wrong with people?
Well, you know what happened is I got shot. And, you know, but it's The Walking Dead. You never know what might happen.
That's right. You may be back.
He's a zombie now.
Vincent, I got a question for you. My son's 8 years old. He's a basketball fanatic, and he really likes movies and musicals and theaters. What do you prefer? I mean, obviously you love acting, but being an athlete and going from basketball and dancing to acting, you know, are you happy with that decision? Would you, if you could have done it again, would you stuck with the athletics more?
I'm actually very happy with my decision because growing up, I was nominated as one of the McDonald's All-American nominees. Mm-hmm. But the thing, the passion and the love that I found was dancing. It was entertaining. Even though I never was an actor, I had the entertainment blood running through me. And so when I ran across this whole acting thing, you know, I fell in love. Right. Yeah, I still play basketball to this very day, and honestly, you know, I just did a commercial this past weekend with LeBron James. Ooh. His new Nike commercial. That dude is huge, by the way. But I still play basketball, but you know, I didn't think I would make it to the NBA or anything like that.
Right.
But I just love acting, and sometimes you know, my first love was baseball, then it was football, then it was basketball. So. But now it's just acting because that's what I want to do, and that's, you know, what I live, eat, sleep, acting.
Right. And is there anything about like the discipline of being an athlete that you took over and transferred with you as far as the discipline in being an actor? Like any similar skills?
Probably just being on time. You know, just being ready, just like, you know, you be ready for the plays. It's just like being ready for the games on Fridays or on Saturdays. You know, I always say be ready so you don't have to get ready.
Right.
If I don't have my lines together, then I'm going to make myself and my team look bad, meaning my co-stars or my management or my agent. You know, with sports, you're making your coach look bad, or your school, or your teammates. So you just gotta. I mean, it's really all the same. Competition is competition. You have to audition for acting, and you have to try out for sports. Some people do.
Right.
On the air with Vincent Ward, which I understand is Ebony Man of the Year, Sexiest Man of the Year Award, Mr. Model. You got a lot of stuff. You done a lot of stuff there, brother.
Hey, man, like I say on Facebook or Twitter, every day you got to get up and rise and grind, man. And what that whole thing is, once again, everything goes back to entertainment. You know, even though I was doing some fashion shows and stuff, I would entertain the crowd, you know, bring out a rose out of the sleeve or something, give it to a woman in the front row. You know, it's not, you have to be, I don't want to say over the top. You know, you don't never want to do the whole buffoonery thing, but I make it so you remember who I am.
Excellent.
Without stepping on anybody else's toes or making myself look stupid. You always got to keep it smooth.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. All right, Vincent Ward, you can catch him on August 10th, South County Civic Center in Delray Beach. Want to thank Global Business for having him come on and spending a little bit of time with us. Vincent, we're going to catch up to you on the 9th or 10th. We'll do something, bring you on the air when you get down here. We'll do something. Maybe we'll have LeBron come and you can take him on one-on-one, because I know you could do it.
Let's get it on, man. Like I said, I'm all about having fun, man, and supporting. If I can help with your cable show, I'm there. Let's go.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Thanks, Vincent.
Thank you, Vincent.
Thank you.
All right, brother.
Take care.
All right, thank you. All right, now that was interesting. He's a real down-to-earth guy, you know.
Awesome, great experience.
Now we have a thought of the day, because we got about 3 minutes, 2 minutes. Thought of the day. Why don't we bring that in as a thought of the day?
Okay, I found this on Facebook. Thought it was fabulous. It's a story. A psychologist walked around a room while teaching stress management to an audience. As she raised a glass of water, everyone expected they'd be asked the half empty or half full question. Instead, with a smile on her face, she inquired, "How heavy is this glass of water?" Answers called out range from 8 ounces to 20 ounces. She replied, "The absolute weight doesn't matter. It depends on how long I hold it. Because if I hold it for a minute, it's not a problem. If I hold it for an hour, I'll have an ache in my arm. And if I hold it for a day, my arm will feel numb and paralyzed. In each case, the weight of the glass doesn't change, but the longer I hold it, the heavier it becomes." The stresses and worries in life are like that glass of water. Think about them for a while and nothing happens. Think about them a bit longer and they begin to hurt. And if you think about them all day long, you'll feel paralyzed, incapable of doing anything. So it's important to remember to let go of your stresses. As early in the evening as you can, put all your burdens down. Don't carry them through the evening and into the night. Remember to put the glass down.
Excellent. Yes, Alan, you don't have to call me. I know I'm using Thought of the Day, which is a piece of Alan Knight does. You can catch Alan Knight on Wednesday night, 7 to 8 on WNN's TV radio network. Thought of the Day, and I'm going to get my mother to say, "I watch Amp to TV." Yes, we're working on that too. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for coming in.
Hilarious.
Ward for coming by. Interns for helping out with the set. Amanda, you didn't sing. I'm very upset.
Next time she'll sing. We'll get her to sing.
We'll see. Next time she'll be in New York. Freddie J.
Follow me on Twitter, FJ Santori.
And we have Liz Break It Down Becker.
Break It Down Becker.
Any plugins?
You can find me on Liz Becker Enhanced NLP Training.
There you
my
go.
Website.
Hey, I was waiting for that.
Yeah, that's right.
Linda Harmon for doing the production. Gio in Tampa, good job again as always. Ken behind the glass, want to thank you. We'll see you guys next week.
See you
Be
later.
safe.